What's up, guys? Justin with the Podcast Dojo. Today on Abandoned Locations, we are going to talk about Jamesway department stores. To tell you the truth, I've never heard of these stores until pretty recently. I made a joke about department store versions, and CEC New Jersey told me about Jamesway, that they should be the blue version instead of Walmart. So I decided to do a little digging, and here we are. By the way, before we jump in, I want to showcase this artwork my friend over here at Imbria Arts made for me, with versions actually being represented here. I will leave links to their social media in the description down below. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Jamesway. Jamesway was started by Herbert Fisher in 1961 in Jamestown, New York. The name, of course, came from the location it started in. I asked people on my personal Facebook what they thought of Jamesway and had they ever been there, and most people just told me the same, that it was exactly like Kmart. At the store's peak, there were 138 stores located in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, Virginia, and Delaware. Despite the original store being located in New York, the company would relocate headquarters to Secaucus, New Jersey. And I hope I said that right. The original store relocated to the Chautauqua Mall, which is also located in Jamestown. To my knowledge, that was the only Jamesway located in a shopping mall. The rest, to my knowledge, were all in strip malls. Jamesway would even acquire chains such as Two Guys, Woolco's, and King's. However, Woolco, as I've mentioned in two other videos, closed because they relocated to Canada to compete with Walmart. So I'm guessing they only purchased their former locations. The early 90s were the beginning of the end for Jamesway. Peter Hollis, who was a former president and CEO of Ames, joined Jamesway in 1991. In an attempt to restructure the company, there was a $40 million refinancing agreement along with closing 11 of the most underperforming stores. This would also include updating the stores and remodeling them. It's interesting that the Ames CEO took over in 1991, since Ames would close a lot of their underperforming stores in 1992. In fact, some of the former Jamesway stores were converted into Ames stores. Jamesway would gain a new president and CEO in 1993, and just a month after that, they would file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. At the time, Jamesway was bringing in $855 million in sales. Their stock even went from $4.25 a share to 56 cents a share. It was decided in October of 1995 that it was time to start closing all stores and begin liquidation. Jamesway would close down for good in December of 1995. So what went wrong here? Well, from what I saw and read, it was very hard to find information on this chain for sure. The chain just couldn't keep up with the times. There was a lot of other competition from other chains such as Ames and Bradley's. The expansion of Walmart certainly didn't help either. I noticed in the early 90s, around the time Jamesway was first in trouble, was around the same time that Walmart started popping up in different locations. So that was the very brief history of Jamesway. If you ever shop there, please let me know. Also, do you know of any other shopping malls that Jamesway was in? If so, please let me know down below. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something. Until next time.